that were in Point Pleasant Beach said that the beach had eroded already up to the dunes, you know, the dunes that go across, and they live right on the beach. They have a house right on Ocean Avenue, and their relatives have their house exactly right on the beach, right behind the dune. They said if the dune washes away, it's going to come up to the house, and they're afraid that there's going to be some damage. Yeah. So I might take a run down there. If they haven't blocked it off yet, I might take a run down there, because they already talked about evacuating that side of 3rd Avenue. So we'll see. Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. I'm Tom Oak on AM 970, The Answer.
Polls are tight. A few thousand votes may decide our future as a country. None of us can afford to sit this election out. So I'm asking you to partner with the American Future Fund's Power of 10 campaign. I'm asking you folks to pledge to vote, get 10 friends to pledge to vote, and get those 10 to do the same. You see?
22.
Long Island sound waves surging in places like Fairfield and Bridgeport. They're expected to range from 7 to 10 feet, roughly twice the surges recorded last year during Tropical Storm Irene. Let's go live to Westport, and WCBS reporter Paul Murnane. Paul, Sandy is still hours away, but you're already starting to see its effect?
Yeah, the wind has definitely picked up. There's some specks of rain now falling on the windshield, but there's nothing more than that right now. I just came from Campo Beach, where there's about maybe a 6 or an 8 foot high brand new sand berm that's going to try and hold back Long Island Sound from the storm surge they're expecting here. There was a whole ghost town feel making my way down the post road. Not a lot of activity, just a few cars, some businesses, gas stations and such are open. And I make my way now here to Main Street, which was really wiped out in Irene a year ago. Just talked to the manager of a clothing business here. Her staff is in early this morning.
That's the bread aisle. Most everything else is still in the store, but people seem to need the bread, so I guess we have to do it. So I'm going to buy Bimbo bread.
Otherwise, backed by the NJT tracks, NJT workers have dismantled the crossing gates because they don't want them to snap off in the wind. At Route 71, the lights are on. People stopping by 7-Eleven for coffee and the last few batteries. Otherwise, it is very quiet, except for the howling wind, which is intensifying. Live in Manasquan, Sean Adams, WCBS ADV News.
And we just got word we'll be speaking live in a few minutes with the Nassau County Executive Ed Mangano, see how things are going there.
And if you have a question about the hurricane, you call the WCBS talkback line, 877-987-WCBS.
Let us know what you want to know about the storm. Again, the number is 877-987-WCBS, and we may use your question on the air.
Governor Andrew Cuomo will be in Manhattan, Queens, and Nassau County this morning at 9:30. He'll be at the World Trade Center site inspecting the surge mitigation infrastructure. At 10, he'll brief reporters and carry out his conference live. Mayor Bloomberg will be up in New York and the city's response to the storm at 11:30 this morning. We will carry that news conference live as well.
707. At PNC, we know your business needs your full attention. We doesn't leave a lot of time to look for untapped opportunities.
Okay, team. Tonight's special is
Sand berm to try and hold back Long Island. In the center of town on Main Street in Westport, a lot of businesses there, half of them on Main Street, back right up against this parking lot. The corners right on the Saugatuck River. Most of them are closed up this morning. They have sandbags around the doors. They put plywood over the basement doors to try and keep the water out. One business there, a clothing business, had staff in this morning. Their plans, take all that holiday merchandise that they're going to be setting up this morning and bring it up as high as they can, put it on tables, and then wait and see what happens. It took them 3 months, they said, to clean up after the mess from Irene a year ago. Reporting live in Westport, Connecticut, Paul Murnane, WCBS 880 News.
Utility crews, of course, are on standby for what is expected to be an enormous job of restoring power once the storm passes. So far, the outage numbers are low, with the bulk of them being reported by JCP&L in Ocean County, New Jersey. Con Ed spokesman Chris Ohlert spoke live with us a while ago, says there is no telling how long it could take for everyone to get back online. 9.
There's a potential that this could be the worst storm that the city and the Westchester have ever seen. So, based on that, we are being cautiously optimistic. Obviously, we want to get customers back as much as they want their electricity back. We cannot go lights and sirens like police, fire, and EMS. And if there are trees down, trees have to be removed to give us access to equipment. So it's safety all around.
On Long Island, Life is reporting fewer than 900 outages. Con Ed and Connecticut Light and Power have no problems so far.
WCBS News Time 7:14. Stay with us. More storm coverage on the way.
With his eye on the whole tri-state area, but we're going to be focusing on Nassau County in just a minute. What can you tell us?
Absolutely. There's already a lot of flooding down in typical areas like Freeport and also out in Suffolk County towards Lindenhurst, but the pictures from Freeport right now are pretty phenomenal. But this is a typical place that floods, but when you start talking about a storm surge of 3 to 6 feet this morning and 6 to as much as 11 feet for the evening high tide, I'm very close to that area, and I know exactly what that looks like there, and it could be devastating for the shop owners, especially along the nautical mile. We do have hurricane force wind warnings in effect. Winds could gust over 75 miles per hour. Coastal flood warnings, as we just mentioned, and the flood watch, that's actually for the heavy rains. It looks like the heaviest rains will fall inland to the left of the center of the storm. Center of the storm right now, I'm watching the satellite pictures, it's already making that northwest bend. Center of the storm looks like it's going to come in right around central Jersey, somewhere in the 195 vicinity, and that is going to cause major concerns, headaches around here with damaging winds and, of course, devastating flooding at the time of high tide, not only this morning, but more so this evening. As for the temperatures, 55 to 60 tomorrow, periods of rain, but the strong winds will die down somewhat, 55 to 60. We still have lingering showers Wednesday, Thursday, partly sunny for Friday, 54 to 58 degrees by then. Right now in the city, it is currently 55, humidity 77%, northeasterly winds already gusting up to 35 to 40 miles per hour, especially across the South Shore areas of Long Island. I'm Craig Allen in the WCBS Weather Center.
Nassau County Executive Ann Magano joining us live now on the Newsline here on WCBS. So you just heard Craig's latest forecasts. How much does that worry you about that storm surge?
Yeah, we've been preparing for this now for days. We are extremely concerned about the storm surge. Where the National Weather Service has advised us we can expect record-breaking storm surge. So we have been asked our residents that live in the storm surge zone to please relocate to a family or friend's home outside of the zone, or as a last resort, occupy one of our shelters.
Have you had much cooperation with that evacuation effort?
Yes, we have significant cooperation with the effort. It also helps us get those that are less able out early. We've evacuated Long Beach Hospital, 7 nursing
Thanks,
homes.
John Doman from our sister station WNEW out of Washington, D.C. He is live in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware.
Already some rain in some areas, still just clouds in lower Manhattan, 55 degrees.
WCBS News Time 7:24.
Need tires? Save money at Mavis Discount Tire. Check out our huge selection and low prices at MavisTire.com or call 1-800-4TRACTION. We'll quote you prices right over the phone. Need brakes? Take advantage of Mavis's famous brake special. Front or rear brake pads for $59.99, including labor. That's right, new brakes installed for $59.99. Restrictions apply. Come in today and save.
WCBS News Time 7:25. A business update now sponsored by Tom Redman.
everything is open. The Bronx River Parkway is already shut down between County Center and White Plains and the Springbrook Parkway because of impending flooding there. And in Kearney, between Kearney and North Arlington, Route 7 is shut down between Schuyler Avenue and the New Jersey Turnpike. I'm Tom Kaminsky with the Subaru All-Wheel Drive Ground Patrol, Susie Cerrone with the Mass Transit Update.
And we've got mass transit suspended. New York City subway buses, LIRR, Metro North, New Jersey transit trains, PATH trains, ferries as well, and
things that they all repeat is they know the city of New York is capable, competent, and really able to handle these problems better than just about anyone else, and it gives them a sigh of relief. So thank you and everybody here for the good job they do. As everyone knows, yesterday FEMA approved an emergency pre-landfill declaration statewide. That simply includes what's called Category B money, emergency protective measures, direct assistance for Ford Water, and 826-4225 for details. That's 866-826-4225.
WCBS News, less than an hour from now at 12:45, we'll be hearing from President Obama on Hurricane Sandy. Stay with us, we'll carry it live right here at WCBS. As you've been hearing on WCBS, Mayor Bloomberg just held a briefing announcing that city schools will be closed again tomorrow and telling New Yorkers in flood zone A to leave. WCBS reporter Peter Haskell is live with us now from City Island in Zone A. Peter?
Well, Pat, there are plenty of people who are still here and plenty of people who are coming to visit. We've spoken to some folks from other parts of the Bronx who come to just take a look at Long Island Sound. And it really is a sight to see the power of Mother Nature. This looks like the Atlantic Ocean. There are very strong surges, one wave after another, just like you would see in the ocean. The tops of the white caps are being blown right off. This very forceful sustained wind really is the significant point to make. Sometimes you get these storms and the gusts are very, very serious. This has very forceful sustained winds. That has not kept people from coming out to look. We can also tell you that we are now starting to get some rain squalls. Not a heavy tropical downpour, but just sheets of rain, really fine rain. Just one.
Now we have to see if they can put this one together by Memorial Day.
I don't know.
It was bad enough last year. This year, and I heard they really dug out all the pilings from underneath, the sand and all the pilings that they have, so they could make sure that the water would rush back out and not pull the boardwalk apart. But
That works.
well, I mean, here's the boardwalk. So much for that. But I mean, really, you had to just pick it up and push it.
I was down, I don't know, 3 or 4 blocks down south there, and I said, I used to have a bench right up there. I'm like, where's it at now? He goes, it's right here, and it's smashed to pieces, but it's still had his nameplate on it.
Are you kidding?
No, so we smashed the concrete around it, and he took the board with his nameplate. It was in memorial for his father.
Exactly.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah. Man, I mean, it's like, this is worse than Belmar. Belmar I thought was bad. I went there this morning, but...
You work at Drew's?
No, I just get the cab. Maybe somebody's got their...
That place sold for $7 million.
That one right there?
5 or 6, 7 years ago, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Single woman bought it.
Depending on the market right now, it could go for less.
Hell yeah! Now? Hell yeah!
Last one I saw bigger than that was only going for about 5.1.
You live in Spring Lake?
Spring Lake Heights. Yeah.
No, I don't really live in Spring Lake Heights. My dad owns acre survey with around 71. So we just came out to check out the damage. I can't stand that stucco. Terrible.
I'm not my style.
$7
7, but that was 6 years ago.
6, 7 years ago, something like that.
I'm taking video for YouTube, but the problem is I have no internet to put it up.
Exactly right. That's the problem.
Yeah. Even my phone won't even go to Facebook.
Wow.
This is very much more worse than last year, I'd say.
Oh my God. 1,000 times.
Yeah.
1,000.
I mean, last year was a little bit here, a little bit there, about 40%.
No. This is 10 times worse.
I was talking to another gentleman about, I thought back in 92 or 95 it got this bad here, and I forgot what storm it was.
I'll tell you that.
You see, I can make a phone call since we're getting text.
It's spotty for me. It happens and it doesn't happen.
You really think the storm wiped out the middle of that jet?
Well, it seems to me it was there before the storm. know, as long as that doesn't come down on him. Go ahead, yeah, no, it's all right. Oh, no one's in the, oh, wow. No one's in the payloader. That's all right, he'll catch it.
He just went with Thomas. Yeah, 18 feet. I got lucky. I'm good. Done. Well, they're not dead, but they're like in and out of service. No me echa mucho el palo porque me después de volar. Tomorrow morning before 5 o'clock. Yeah, but Verizon, I have your phone. Verizon too. Yeah, that's too close, heavy. That has Verizon.
Yeah. Ooh, watch out, dude. Watch out, dude. Yeah, okay.
Jump on it? Yeah, I know. Jump off.
He really needed to unlasso that one.
Because now it's not going to go anywhere.
I guess it is.
There you go.
I guess that's why they're the tree experts.
Good job, Tex.
They know what they're doing. Excellent.
Maybe.
That's why they're the experts.
A little bit of it.